hurt you, same ones you hurt. So this is cycle. My hand reaching out, down the rapper for somebody. Seventh dimension.
Logic, follow me quick with a pack of lines beside me. Inside the Maiybe you can find me. Fucking up any nigga that want to try me. Righteous but known to be grimy. Follow me deep to meditation, above all confrontation. Spirit rising at east, surrounded by lovers of the beast. My treasure is hidden, resurrecting myself while on this plane lane. So easy to suffer, but so hard is my game. Out with a grueling goblin, and jaw dropping, dice rolling, finger popping, club popping, amulet and jaw charging. Babylon watching lightning on stage, got y'all sleeping in a daze, easily amazed. Call me crazy when I break off the chains from my mental, so I can ring like the king, do no accidental. Bless spill, now you're free at last. Try to outlast the last of gas, try to outrun the gun blast, outlast the past, words of cash, all your life a kissing ass. If I walk down the block and grab your bag, you can tell no allegiance I ever have. Won't salute they flag if I follow the jack. Crab niggas step to these, rare remedies overseas. This our juggles conquer right. Hunger, since rose wave with that night. I get in the kite, fight with the extra light, my shadow break. Def the posse boy, I'm out of day. No exception, with the testable action. All types of fuckery, my frequency. BB 660 times 720. Dimensional weapons, still I suffer by the hands of the ones that say they love me. Still I suffer by the hands of the ones that say they love me. Still I suffer by the hands of the ones that say they love me. Still I pain and pleasure the same. Leave irreversible claim. Need to watch what you say, cause an impression of what you make a measurable change. Like your baby, come to protect the blame. Ritualistic exchange. Chaotic, melodic, nomadic, automated, ignoring the signs. Through the passage to time, removing the disguise, the fabric of lies and time. Still I suffer by the hands of the ones that say they love me. Still I suffer by the hands of the ones that say they love me. Still I suffer by the hands of the ones that say they love me. Still I suffer.
Babylon. When I look, I see flowers in the vine. And when you wind down wine, I see the serpentine.
What's good? Yes. What up? We are here now in the building in full effect. Let's go ahead and see what's popping in the Witchin hour. You can see those of you who are here in order to bedazzle the brain. You want to break your brain up in different phases, different stages. You want to wake your brain up and allow yourself to be able to fly through the sky like a satellite. That's what we're doing. We're flying through the sky like satellites, right? Fly through the sky like a satellite. Yes. Okay. What I want to see you do is literally fly through the sky like a satellite. Take flight. Don't get caught up in being attracted to any of the things that you think are really holding you into place, when a lot of the things that are considered to hold you into place are really literally the things that are tying you down. And we're not into being tied down. We're not into being tied down. We're not into being restricted. We're not into being held back. Tonight, I want to talk about a couple of things: invocation, evocation. I want to talk about how to know what you're doing when you do this craft. All right. Sometimes, and this has been. I'm just going to kind of freestyle with you. I'm not going to be here very long. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I want you to understand what it is that we're here to do. It's not a motherfucking game. We're not here to play games with you, as you're not here to play games with us. Now, a lot of you who come, who are into the science, who have been around for a long time, you're very serious about this craft. This is not the type of craft where you are playing games, okay? So we're going to talk about invocation and evocation, and we're going to talk about numbers. We're going to talk about how numbers fit into vibrational rates and how those actually convert into languages, which we call frequencies, okay? Music included with that right there. Okay, those are the two things we're going to talk about. Now, first of all, to invoke and evoke are two particular different things. A lot of people are evoking energies all day long, calling in sciences all day long, calling in ancestral spirits and, spirits of several different types of energies. But the whole time while they're calling these energies out, they're literally not focusing on how to become the most powerful version of that energy. And that's what you have to do. You realize that everything that you're doing is feeding off of a spirit, okay? Everything you're doing is feeding off of a spirit. So the same way that a baby suckles the breast of his mother, so do you through the form of knowledge and understanding, how you take in information, you ingest it, you invoke this information into you, and you suckle this particular spirit until you actually begin to formulate and extract all the nutrients and all the different things that the spirit has given you. These different higher forms of existence and of reality, they literally talk to you, and you start to break down that vibration. Everything is a form of copulation, okay? Everything is sexual, so you're always breaking energies down. You're always going into a sexual level of frequency. You're always going into this vibration, and you're always combining with a spirit. Okay, so every time you do that, you're actually combining, and then you are giving birth. You're becoming pregnant, male and female, okay, because this thing is about carrying energy. The pregnancy part is the part where you incubate a vibration. When you incubate a spirit, an energy, a frequency, and you start to communicate that frequency into, the world around you. Okay, so Excuse me. So you have to understand this. Everything is always breaking down to different levels. Okay. And you're always going to be expected to know what to do and how to do it. Okay. Just like you have to be known and expected to know certain things in the physical world. By the time you tap into a real spirit, you're expected to know certain things. By the time you tap into a real spirit, you're expected to know certain things. Right. By the time you tap into a real spirit, certain shit. Certain vibrations you are expected to know. And those because of the levels that you meet inside yourself. Can't be scared of yourself, can't be afraid of yourself. And you have to understand, damn, man, this is crazy. Excuse me. You have to understand that your vibrations give way to a gender. The actions have gender codes to them. Your actions have gender codes. So some actions are masculine and some actions are feminine. Okay, if you're a man and you have a bunch of feminine as actions, there can be no balance. Okay, if just likewise, if you're a man and you have, too many only masculine energies, you have to balance it out with some feminine qualities, like listening, for instance, is a feminine skill. Listening. Okay. Now that's why a lot of women today don't listen to shit. Right? That's a skill. So your weakness is generally your strength. So if you look at yourself in any area that you find yourself to be weak at, you have to understand, if you convert that weakness, if you feed that weakness, if you starve that weakness, if you convert that weakness through whatever method that you have to motherfucking use to convert it, then it will become a strength. You are as weak as you are strong. You're only as strong as what your weakest link. Okay, so this is the law of polarities, and the fact that you're strong where you're weak at, and you're weak where you're strong at. So that science and that understanding right there is very specific, and it has to do with the way that you vibrate and deal with these energies. So you want to take time to look at yourself, pick yourself out, figure if you're going to be strong or weak, and where your weak points at. The areas that you're weak and that you're hurting at, where are they? Okay, the areas that you're strong at, don't throw a motherfucking party because you're strong. You know what I'm saying? Realize that your vulnerability rests in your strengths. And I know there's a lot of taboo type of thoughts. Okay, so a lot of you may not understand, or you may not really be able to comprehend what I'm saying, in the sense of it doesn't make sense to you. How can your strength be your vulnerability? Well, that is exactly where your vulnerability is, in the area that you are strong at. Because if you're very strong, then that same thing will make you very weak. It's just the art of war. It's simple. The thing that if you have a strong opponent, what is one of the very first things that's going to happen, right? One of the very first things that's going to happen is that the enemy is going to seek to destroy the thing that you love. In order to do what? To attack your heart chakra, your anahata, to attack your anahata, to break your heart. And see, that's why love is so dangerous, because a lot of people get what? Heartbroken. They get heartbroken because of lust. That's why so many people play so many fucking games, because they don't ever want to get their heart attached to a situation. So they would rather stay unconnected, disconnected. They'd rather stay, invisible from the situation and or from love in general, to avoid getting hurt, to avoid the pain, in order to just avoid it altogether, instead of actually connecting and then get their fucking heart broke, right? And the heartbreak is the connectivity. So you break the connection from the one source, the one center that connects to every part. You break that connection, and that's why it's called heartbreak. And that's a terrible thing to fucking have. Okay? You don't want to get heartbroken. So love is dangerous because it leads to heartbreak most of the time. A lot of the time. There's a plethora of examples where people love and their heart ends up broken. And so they end up in a messed up spot, a bad functioning area, based on the fact that their heart was broken. And their connectivity is really what that's saying. There's certain levels of witch communication and witch talk, okay? Certain words that we use all the time, that you use these words and these phrases all the time to refer energetically to certain levels, certain energetic levels. Like, for instance, okay, out of the blue, right? Out of the blue, right? That is a term, a communicative term, representing that blue throat chakra, that ultraviolet light. Okay. And that's where that purple and that luck and all of that comes from. Sagittarius, these energies are there. Okay. Lucky motherfuckers. Sometimes Virgos have the same energy. Lucky motherfuckers. Now you can have either energy there. And the thing about it is that you really don't want to get caught up on doing any one particular science. Okay. You want to really study yourself. And that means you're going to study several different schools of thought in order to find out and discover who you really are and understand how to really represent what you really are. There's not one school of thought that can actually describe you. You are multidimensional and have lived throughout several millenniums. Okay? Some of you, and I'm talking specifically to a certain crowd, certain group, big up in this Witchin hour. I want you to understand exactly what I'm saying. Okay? As you're broken down into this shit, and you basically step into the zone, you know what I'm saying, and do your thug thizzle. Some people, they're gonna learn this magic, and they've set up different things for themselves along the lines. They've set up different areas along the lines, some of the tools and the keys that you left for yourself. You left these keys and these jewels and these tools for yourself. Your higher self has left them here on the physical plane for you to bump into, for you to talk to, for you to actually vibe with and be like, yo, I'ma meet me. Huh? That's how you meet motherfuckers. That's how you get close to yourself. You meet yourself. You step into the zone and you meet your motherfucking self. And a lot of people have done that. A lot of people have done that. A lot of people have met themselves through other people's eyes and other people's bodies. They met soulmates and twin flames. Huh? They met family members that they love and they are with every day. And they're connected. Their life is connected to this person, whether it's blood or not. You see, that's the thing. That's how blood is mixed. That's how families are created. So to sit here and act like you can't love somebody and you only worry about your family, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because two people, when they make love, right, and they conceive a child, and the child consists of both the mother and the father, right? The child is now a combination and that becomes a family. Before, that family didn't fucking exist. It's the combination. And see, that's a very powerful thing. That's why love is dangerous, because you're able to create so many different vibrations, so many different energetic levels anytime you choose to. And the pleasure behind creation, this is the science of God. You motherfucking love to destroy and you love to create. You love to build and you love to fucking destroy. Okay? That's why it feels so good to have sex. You have orgasms back to back. And the problem with a lot of men, you know what I mean? A lot of men, we have been taught to misconstrue our sexuality. And so we're dealing with energies that are dealing strictly with the sex gland, with the sex organs. You know what I mean? When ultimately we are supposed to be multi-orgasmic motherfuckers. And the way we get played right now is beastly, it's fucked up as a whole, as a group. Okay? And so your sexuality reflects in a lot of terms, and I know a lot of people may not understand this or may disagree with it. Your sexuality really explains your intelligence level. Okay? Period. The factor of understanding and of operation and how to maneuver and guide yourself through different situations will be determined and can be measured by your sexual level. Now, not your sexual activity necessarily, more so your sexual energetic level. Okay? The hornier you are, the more creative you are. This is God shit. God loves to create, and that's why it feels so good to fucking do it. But God also loves to destroy, and that's where that turn the other cheek bullshit comes into play. And that's why we have to shoot that down, because God is a destroyer in this motherfucker. You have to understand that. All that love and light and peace and love and light and peace and love and light and peace. Be like, give me your motherfucking money, bitch. Love and light and peace. Here's my money. I don't have as much as I had. Yes, shut the fuck up. That's bullshit. All right? You have to be able to defend yourself. Even an ant will bite you. As little as it is. You a fucking giant. You bigger than Jack and the Beanstalk to that ant. That ant is going to bite the fuck out of you. Ant's going to hurt. Okay? And you know size doesn't matter when it comes to danger. A fucking wasp will terrify the most of y'all motherfuckers. A mouse. A fucking snake will scare the hell out of your damn frog or a grasshopper. And then motherfucker be running across the goddamn house. Trying to jump over tables and chairs. You ain't never seen a motherfucker move so fast. Get the hell away from that bug. So little and tiny and insignificantly small. But yet, your big giant motherfucking ass will get the hell up out of there because you do not want to get stung, bit, touched, or whatever the hell you scared of. That little bitty itty bitty frog is gonna do to you. That little bitty bug that don't even have no stinger. You scared as hell. Jumped across the room. You understand what I'm saying? Size in that way does not matter. Size does not matter. It's the danger that you possess. How much danger do you possess? How much danger do you own? A motherfucking wasp with a stinger is so small, but it owns much danger. But yeah, you love the wasp. Why? Why do you love the wasp? You love the wasp because it gives you the honey. You love the bee because they spread the pollen. Helps everything live. The honeybee. You know what I'm saying? We love that. But them motherfuckers sting you. And then what? Polarities. Right? Children. First of all, one of the 9 aspects of men is waste. You can't have man without waste. Vulnerability. You can't have man without vulnerability. Can't have man without resting and recharging. Can't have man without food. These are things and vibrations that we take throughout the life. You understand what I'm saying? When you're born, this shit you come with. And when you die, you're going to be doing the same thing when you die. You're vulnerable. You're going to have to sleep. You're going to have to eat. You're going to have to shit. All right? These are laws and rules to your flesh. But the God shit, okay? If you have, right now the veil is very thin. Very thin. If you're still talking about it, you fucking suck. And I'm gonna tell you just straight to your face. You suck. The spirits, they don't fuck with you. They don't fuck with you. Huh? I mean, straight up, think about it. You can get mad if you want to. Undercover Christians in the building. Undercover motherfucking Islamic Muslim motherfuckers in the building. You can get mad if you want to. But Jesus ain't never did shit for no crying ass, praying ass black people. That's why black people are the poorest on the planet right now. A lot of countries are suffering. Why? Because the power has been traded in for a third party to have control over you. Your power has been traded in to a third party. You have a mediator in your option, in your way. The mediator ain't doing shit. You need a public, fire the public the pretender. All right? It's a public pretender. Fire that motherfucker. Okay? The power is in your mind. And what you call blasphemy is you and what you're doing by believing in these false fucking systems. And I'm talking about Allah too. I'm talking about motherfucking Buddha too. Or anything that's outside of you. Anything that's outside of you. So you really want to deal with left-hand path information. You want to go into information that deals with knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? You want to go into information. And don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to fuck around and deal with the light. And this is for all you dark working motherfuckers. Okay? Don't be scared of the light. See, motherfuckers think they're scared of the dark. Nah, I don't think a lot of people are scared of the dark. See, people front like they're scared of the dark, but they dabble in the dark. They wallow in the fucking dark, and they claim that they're so light and love and peace. But them motherfuckers mean as hell to their goddamn kids. They mean to their pets. They don't feed or bathe their fucking cats or their dogs, whatever the fuck kind of animal you have. People are mean to the neighbors, mean to your kids, you mean to your spouse, your lover, whoever the fuck you with, your parents, your siblings. You're an asshole at work. People don't fuck with you. They nice to you because they like you. You're probably pretty, got a nice little body or whatever, or you got money, or you cool a little bit. They want to be cool with you, but when they get to know you, they don't like you. And that's why a lot of people can't keep a man or can't keep a woman, because you're an asshole, right? You always tripping. Okay? Now, that's because you don't really love the light. You front like you are scared of the dark, but you're not scared of the dark. You're really scared of the fucking light. You're scared to be the light because you have to live in the darkness. Yeah, you're supposed to live in the darkness, but you are supposed to be the illumination. And that's the science. I'm sick and tired of people talking about the Illuminati, blah, blah, blah. Fuck all that shit, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the Illuminati. You know why? Because Illuminati is you, the illuminated one. That's the science. The illuminated one is the Illuminati. So if you are illuminated through the fact that you have raised up through the spine and throughout the channels of hell, and you have ignited every single gate along the motherfucking way. You've ignited every gate along the way. You've come across every single planet. You've traversed every single planetary terrain. You've gone through the different atmospheres and the different areas inside the planet. You understand those positions inside your mind, and you've done that shit. All right, and once you do that, you ignite the being of self. And once the self is ignited, you become illuminated. You are now the illuminated one. You are the Illuminati because you are now in a group of other light bearers, motherfucker. You have a billion different people posing to be what? What the fuck is an organization anyway? An organization is nothing but a group of people who have come together and organized a particular thing. Okay, so the precepts of the Illuminati, which are the precepts of the illuminated being individually, It has nothing to do with something that you read in a book or some shit that you heard. It has to do with you literally illuminating yourself or becoming a light. And the light will be determined on how you deal with the rest of the people around you. Motherfucker, if you can't get along with your kids, you can't get along with your spouse, you can't get along with your sibling, you can't get along at your fucking job, you don't get along with no goddamn body. You always beefing with people over shit that you did. You understand? That's science right there. The fact that you do that, that is where you fuck up at. You understand what I'm saying? And you become dulled and your chakras get darkened. They get hit up. Chakras get covered up, you know? And you might be there and then a motherfucker say something like, God damn it, motherfucker, shit, fuck them. And they cuss in the middle of their speech or whatever. And then it's something to distract you, to keep you with your holier than thou ass, evil as fuck, mean as hell, breaking every rule you ever got. All right, you ain't never kept no rules. Okay, so why the fuck you dick riding on these rules? Huh? You just love the rules and you're supporting the rules so much. Support the rules. Right? Learn the scriptures. learn the surahs, right? Learn the text. Be quoting out of every book that your mama, man, you quote out of every fucking book. You have a fucking library in your head to quote from books, right? Instead of, and nothing wrong with that. If you have something in your head, you never let a motherfucker talk you into how you should feel. You never let nobody talk you in to how you should believe or what you should know. Can nobody know for you? How the hell I'm gonna know for you? Shit, if I know, I know, okay? If I know, I know. And that's why it's called self-supremacy. My experience is not your experience. Now, we can join in an illuminated posture. We can both illuminate ourselves. And then we combine our light and we become Illuminati. We become the illuminated ones. You see what I'm saying? We become the illuminated ones. And your actions speak louder than your motherfucking words. Your actions start talking to you, for you. They start speaking for you. And you start to communicate with your real self. You start communicating with your different entities inside of you, which are your different organs. Each organ is associated with a different emotion. And each organ will tell you about a particular emotion. And this is going to cover and it's going to house a certain color vibration. And those color vibrations are going to give a certain numerical value. So you're going to get a certain number from each organ. Come on, man. You're going to get a certain sound. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get a certain sound from each organ. You're going to get a certain smell. You're going to get a certain thought. You're going to get a particular vibration inside these different dimensions inside you. You're a multi-dimensional being. So these are planets. These are planetary powers. And you connect to yourself. You dissect yourself and connect to yourself planetarily. And this is a permanent thing. It happens all the time. So you don't really just break down things on, oh, I'm motherfucking read some shit and I know, man, get the fuck out. Read it. You can read all you want. That don't mean nothing. You sound like a fucking nerd, okay? Smacking your fucking head, take your glasses, nigga, okay? Nobody cares that you read the book, all right? Can you do that shit? Okay? If you can't do it, then shut the fuck up. And don't even talk about it till you can do it. Or question and lead with questions. Lead with questions. And remember, the outside world is a projection of what's happening inside your mind. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to ask questions to yourself first. There's nobody else to ask anyway. You ask questions to yourself. Hey, self, how the fuck do I feel about this? Or how do I understand that? You, in turn, will then begin to answer your own questions. Okay? You'll begin to answer your own questions. Now, you may not, I'm not saying literally you may or you may not actually answer the question right there on the spot. Boom, here's the answer. Well, okay, you might break it down and come up with the answer. But at a certain point, no matter what, this is a part of the actual design, at a certain point, you're going to start off and you're gonna end up running into a brick wall because you basically can master every level that you can master by yourself. Once you master that level, you're gonna have to go and get assistance from somebody else. Somebody gonna have to help your motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna have to come and help you. There's gonna have to be a somebody gonna have to break something down to your ass. Somewhere, somebody's gonna have to help you. Okay, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back. I gotta handle something right quick. I'll take a quick commercial break and be right back. One love. Sorry for the quick abruption, but y'all know I gotta do this right quick. I'll take a quick break and be right back.
In life. That's why I love Alchemy Temple's Child Alchemy program. Knowing that they're building a foundation for successful self-mastery while having fun is a great feeling. Child Alchemy is an online curriculum pre-K to 12th grade for homeschool or after-school enrichment, providing parents with the tools they need to help their children succeed. Whether your child is gifted, special needs, or anything in between, Child Alchemy helps students acquire skills to focus and redirect their energy in ways that will last a lifetime. Look, your child deserves to dream big and watch those dreams manifest. You're not the only one affected by the Earth's energetic shifts. The children are being affected as well. These lessons will help ease your starseed into a more balanced and aligned mindset by providing easy lessons to cultivate your child's growing consciousness while simultaneously combating the social conditioning that they're being slammed with every day. Our children are different. They carry the DNA of the sun itself. Help your star shine its brightest by enrolling in Alchemy Temple's Child Alchemy program today.
Child Alchemy is a program custom built to your child's needs, with animated lessons where your child can be the star character. Give your child the knowledge that was passed down from the ancestors who could command the sun and rain. Give your child the edge they need to be in sync with cosmic family harmony.
Contact Alchemy Temple to order the Child Alchemy program and watch your rainbow child shine even brighter. Order yours today.
Let me tell you why you're here. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
Okay. Yes. Big up. One love. Okay, we still here, everybody, in full effect. And right now, it is a certain time of the year, very special time. So as you sit here and you do your thing and you step towards this moon of Aries, boy, people are gonna be getting on your nerves. You're gonna be feeling yourself too. You already know what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, the way it needs to go, but yet you haven't thought about it, so you don't know how you know. You just kind of feel it. You're going off of instincts, you're going off of feelings, you're going off of how you vibe with the situation, but you know that your mind is often ready to change. This is a time where you may want to stress the fuck out when it comes to other people, and you don't really want you don't have the time or the patience to be dealing with other people, and you don't want to forgive the shit that they did. You don't want to let it go. You just want to fucking bump heads with them and let's go to war because we can go to war because war is what the fuck what's popping. That's how you feeling right now. But yet, it also can be a good thing because this energy can be what you use to go towards your goals. Set your problems the fuck on fire, okay? Set your conflicts the fuck to ablaze. Set up your life to the fact that where you can literally free yourself up from all the bondage that you have given to yourself. You've given yourself all kind of bondage. You do it every day. You use words that are fucked up in your wordplay, like if and can't and won't and don't. And so you look at other people and you compare yourself to other motherfuckers. What are you doing? Why would you compare another person to you? Why would you compare yourself to another person? Why would you make somebody else look or feel or sound more powerful than who the fuck you are? Now, if that person is more powerful, it's probably because they might really be. If they look more powerful, they might be more powerful. But you don't really know that. And if they are more powerful than you, how did they get that way? The only way that anybody can be more powerful than you is if their projection is cast on you and you don't have the protection to block a projection. Okay? You haven't spent enough time within yourself to align. You don't even know what the fuck is going on. All you know is that you're not as dope as they are. But you can be way better than any motherfucking body that you see because the only one that exists is you. So with the level you are, where you are, what you're doing, how you feel, what you say, what you think, that's really what matters. Never let somebody talk you in to what they feel. You should never be influenced in that way, ever. Never, ever. Be a pussy. Never, ever do that shit. There's a lot of weird shit that's going on, especially now, but you think it's just that it's weird. No, it's not that it's weird. A lot of this weird behavior that's happening with people is happening because of the particular vibrations that are being cast out, the frequencies that are being cast out. Remember, you have come into this realm during a certain age, and certain behaviors happen in different ages, different eons. This particular age was the age that housed the Dark Ages, which is a reminder for the world. The Dark Ages was a reminder for the world of the power of the ancient ones. That's what the Dark Ages really was, because while Europe tells the story from a European standpoint, okay, Europe tells the story from a European standpoint, and it makes the Dark Ages seem like it was so dreary and fucked up. But listen, Africa tells, and other indigenous countries tell the story from a different perspective, from their standpoint. And so this was around the turn of a particular period where there were changing of regimes. Okay, there was changing of regimes, and there was a voice that was coming, and you still have the voice that was spoken from a group of people who were fucked up at that time, who basically lied about everything. They lied about Aristotle, Socrates. They lied to you about that shit, homie. They lied to you about motherfucking Plato. They lied about that shit. They told you that these are great philosophers, but they weren't. They were thieves. Remember, Alexander the Barbarian, who you call Alexander the Great, went inside Egypt and burned down libraries. He burned that motherfucker down to the ground. And they still have, to this day, under the Vatican, 21 miles of information right? Information that they use against your ass. Now, what happened was that Socrates, Plato, and Pythagoras, to name a few, okay, these Greek motherfuckers who were Bhatti boys and all of that other shit, okay, and one thing that they was doing was they went in and they divided the library up. Okay, look, you take arithmetic and mathematics, you take language and you take sciences, you take, and they divided it up, and that's how they became the experts based on the material that they had. They all had material, and they say, hey, I like math. I mean, I like the way this shit sounds. Let me present this information, and they became presenters of the information, but they were not even equipped mentally to become the originators of these particular vibrations. They're nothing but beacons, and they represent a particular time frame and the way the energy was passed on. So you, as one who has received this information, you have to understand you received it, and now it's up to you to incubate it, because you are now pregnant. Every time you learn something new, this is a form of pregnancy. For the men too, brothers too. You learn something new, you are now pregnant with information. And you will give birth to either in action or in word, depending on how much juice that implantation or the motherfucker, how big was it motherfucking big ass nut that thought would bust you and hit you, and now you pregnant. Were you ovulating? Were your thoughts ovulating at the time? Were your thoughts ovulating at the time to the point to where it was able to connect? Or are your thoughts old and fucked up? It just painted you and you kept it moving. Okay? Some deep shit came to you and you didn't even fucking incubate it and take it into the womb of your mind. Okay? Everything breaks down to systems. So it breaks down real easily. It's not a hard thing for you to do. You can easily understand that you can break down the science of everything through the science of your body and the science of your mind. Your body is literally connected to all things, planets, numbers, elements, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ever wonder where they got the periodic table from, it was from the dissection of a African woman's body, okay? And let's just call it like it is. It was what it was. It is what it is. Just like they did stem cell research from Henrietta Lacks, they always have to use the same DNA because the DNA is considered to be the original DNA. This alien DNA. The alien DNA is not from another planet necessarily. You can be from this planet and still be considered alien. Ask a motherfucker who feels like they're alone every day, okay? Because of your belief system and because of the fact that you are investing in illumination, you're investing in the light. So every time you sit there and you try to play and pretend that you're scared of the dark, I'm telling you right now, I know the truth. You're not scared of the dark, you're scared of the motherfucking light. You're scared of the light. Yeah, you can be scared of the dark, or you can say you're scared of the dark, but you're scared of the dark. You can't be scared of the dark. You know why? You're not scared of the dark because you're evil motherfucker. You do dirt. Think about how much bad shit you said since the broadcast started. How much foul shit you done thought since the broadcast started. That's just one broadcast, maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour of your day, of your week, of the year. Think about how much shit you done did all week. All right, you love the dark shit. All right, it's not that you're scared of the dark, you're scared of the light. Okay, because the light comes from the darkness, and you don't really know how to be light. So light workers miss me with that shit. You don't even know how to do that shit, really, because the best light worker will fuck you up because they understand balance. Balance. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of energies, they won't even really be able to go into that balance part or that balance factor because they don't know much about that. Okay? So you want to be able to consider yourself to be the most energetic, the most everything. Okay? So whenever you hear a science or think about something in particular, always consider yourself to be the most of it all. You're the only one that exists on this plane. No one else is here other than you, right? If someone is here other than you, they have to be compared to you. I mean, you have to be able, when I say compared to you, I mean in the sense of you have to be able to see how you operate with other people. Do you get along with them? Are you learning from them or are they learning from you? Is that an exchange? Flip-flop sometimes. Are they aggressive to you when you're passive, or is it the other way around? You have to identify your relationships. You have to start doing the code, breaking down the codes. And everything is always self-examination. It's always self-examination. You can't always worry about what somebody else is doing. It's always looking at yourself. 99.99999% of the time is self-evaluation. You're not supposed to worry about the next man. And that motherfucker gonna do what they want to do. Be aware. Don't be stupid. Don't worry about what the next man does. Doesn't matter who the fuck it is or what they're doing. As long as you protect yourself and you can operate in the capacity of those who are around you in the best way, the highest way. The highest way might not be shaking their hand. If you do that in the wrong timing, shaking their hand might turn into kissing their ass. And nobody wants to do that. I hate an ass kissing. Talking all that shit behind their back. As soon as they come around, you might as well be like, yes, sir, boss. No, sir, boss. No, sir, boss. Fuck out of here, man. Be who you are at all times. Start to learn the fact that you are working magic even in your early state. You got to start thinking like a fucking deity. You got to think like a god. You have to. You got to start thinking like a god. Huh? If you don't, think like a god, that is. If you don't start to see yourself and envision yourself like a god, you'll continue to dumb yourself down and limit yourself in the areas that you're supposed to be already grown in. That's what it is, you know? So during this full moon season, during this area and this time, during this full moon season, keep your head up. Keep your wits about yourself. Stay strong as a motherfucker. Don't be a weakling. Don't be a bitch. Because you know what? Let me tell you. Those that are out of control are easily controlled. If you're out of control, you're easily controlled. Right? If you're out of control, you're easily controlled. And when you're angry, a lot of times when you're angry, you're out of control. Don't ever be out of control. Stay gangster with your shit. Stay on point with your science and with your vibrations. Allow yourself to be fully awake. You know what I'm saying? Fully aware. I don't give a fuck. You ain't got to be the toughest motherfucker in the room. but say what you feel and mean what you say. You ain't got to be the smartest motherfucker, but goddamn it, if you know the answer, don't be scared to speak up. You limit yourself when you do that. You're scared because these people around you is dummies. And if you say something, they're going to think you're smart. You're scared to be smart? God damn, that's sad. Got to be yourself. Actions speak louder than words. Let your actions talk for you and evoke those energies so those energies are around you, but invoke those energies so that they can live inside of you, those principles, those, those movements. Let them live inside of you. Let them talk to you. Let them move and vibrate with you, right? That's how you do it. So as we're in this Aries moon, as we're here in this Aries moon, and it's full, emotions, baby, feelings of all kinds, stress, love, excitement, anything amplified. This is the cayenne pepper of moons, full moons. It's the time that accumulated, you should be having things coming in. And it's reflecting the amount of work that you've done. You put work in, this is the time for you to be getting that back. You be getting it back. You putting in work, it's coming. Don't worry about it. It's been fucked up, so it's getting fixed. If you've been sad, right now is the time, starting now, to have a good ass day, a good ass week, a good ass month. You can really take advantage of this energy. Spin yourself into a specific direction. Always control how you move. Never be controlled by the thoughts or the moods of others. Always control how you move. Don't be controlled by others' mood. Align yourself. And always tell yourself the truth. Because when you lie to yourself, you trick yourself. And when you trick yourself, you're nothing more than a trick. That's pretty fucked up, though. How you gonna be your own trick? Damn, you winning and losing. Cancel yourself out, baby. That's pretty sad. Canceling yourself out. And when you do that, you become a neutral factor. You're still fucking around dealing with these spirits. We're not even dealing with the spirits, but you're dealing with the material, the tools, the portals, the devices that open up to the spirit. That's how you become a jump off, as we talked about in the beginning. We went full circle. So please, stay in tune with yourself. Stay tuned to yourself. Be consistent. Next thing you know, you'll be an old man or old woman with so much power. Keep going, keep striving for self-supremacy. Tap into your frequency of power. We're gonna go out with that satellite. That's what you gotta be. You gotta be a satellite, baby. You gotta fly through the sky, fly through the air like a satellite. Just whenever you're ready, go ahead. Go ahead, jump into it. You know what I'm saying? And you just fly through the sky like a satellite, baby. You just go ahead and ride through the sky like a motherfucking satellite. Don't let nothing fuck with you. How do you do it? Come on, we got you. Come over here. Come on, we got you. We want to show you how to do it. You can come to me. I'll show you what's up. I'll tell you what's up. Come on. I got you. I got you. Come on. I'll tell you what's up. Come on. But you don't want to do that. Come over here. I got you. But I'm going to do you a solid. And I'm going to show you how to do it yourself. so you can show somebody else. Right? That's the whole point. Pass it on. Each one teach one. It's not each one of everybody. It's each one who really is there. Somebody there, somebody not. Some people are there. Some people are just pretending to be there. Which one are you? Which one are you? Yo, I'm going to keep it moving right from this point. You know what it is, you know what it has been, and you know what it will be. It's all love. See you guys on the party in the ethers. You know we're doing that tonight. It's about to be Scorpio season, baby. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Libras, y'all have a tendency to be some cool motherfuckers. But y'all going to have to get the fuck up out the way when Scorpio season. Boy, y'all know, everybody know right now, nobody even talking about Libras. Everybody like, Scorpio's coming. That's just funny as hell. Scorpio's on the way. Libras is like, fuck, man, can I get a month where people talking about Libra? And see, it's not about the energy of the sign. It's about the energy that's in you of that particular sign. Hey, it's on the way, baby. Let's do it. And see, that's doing nothing but showing you around your body. It's just telling you, taking you to different areas inside your temple, which are different dimensions, which are going to give you a different level of awareness. So go ahead and be that ill motherfucker that you need to be. Learn what you gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? Come on with me, take flight, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna see you on tomorrow's cycle. Where that shit at? Where my music at? Where my music at? Peace.